What's up? It's your boy B Weezy, back for another. What we doing today? I'm on my way out to one of my camera spots, a spot that I hunt in turkey season. At the beginning of turkey season, I hunted there a bunch because I was on one, but I could never get them to come in, so then I backed out and went and messed with some other birds. But anyways, I'm going there. I have a Reveal cell cam working up there, and it hasn't sent me pictures for a couple weeks, but up until the point it was sending me pictures, it looked like there was two nice ones. Normally it's not a spot that I even really think about buck hunting. Last year there was a couple nice bucks. I saw two of the biggest bucks I've ever seen up there, saw last year, but both of them were after I had already shot my buck. So I'm gonna go switch that out. I'll show you that area, and it's just going to be a quick check. I have time. I got home early today from delivering cars, so I got a little bit of time before I go get my kids quick, so I'm gonna go do that, show you guys around. But that's what's on the platter for today. All right, got to the spot. As you guys can remember, turkey season, I'm walking up there that way. But what do I bring with me for a trail cam check, or to put a trail cam out? Nothing really. I got a bag of batteries. I got 16 batteries. I'm hoping that that's enough for the trail cam pull. But I don't know. I don't remember because I have them all out. It's either 12 or 16 that go into each one of them. But I'm gonna walk up here. I'm gonna show you why this camera is in the position that it is in and what I think might happen. It's gonna be quick, short, and easy one today. But yeah, I'm looking out through there. As you can see these fields, I hunt that corner over there in turkey season, and the turkeys always come out over here out of this little, I'll just get out and show you. Turkeys always come out on the far side and never give daddy anything to shoot. They won't come across the field. I don't know why. But over there in those top, which is another guy's property over there where they come out of, and another guy does hunt that. So they come out up here and mess around there. I mean, longbeards mess around there all the time, and very rarely do I see them come out over on the side I'm allowed to hunt. But I gave it hell the first week or two of season this year before I transitioned off to another area. End up getting lucky there. But we're going up here to this tree line to check a trail cam. I'll get to you when I get there. All right, I'm up here. You can see it's my buddy's house down there. All these fields behind me. And then have this little path up here that I walk up. It's hot as balls today. And then my trail camera's right there on that post. I'm gonna switch it out quick, make sure everything's working, and then I'll get into talking, telling you why I choose this spot. All right, peace. All right, got the battery in. Can't really see, it's searching for a signal. But so why I choose a spot? Well, you saw the fields. As you can see, everything up here is apple orchards. That's what all this is, apple orchards, not ready yet. But down here was an old apple orchard. It's probably only 10 or 12 acres, but it is nasty thick. It's apple orchards. They don't farm anymore. And it's, you know, the apple trees in the day weren't like these, where these ones now are little and they have a lot of quantity on them. Before the apple trees got bigger, they were real shaggy and branches going all over the place. So it's real super thick down in there. And the crazy thing is there is still apples that come up on them, but they're like garbage apples. Is the trail cam working? I don't know. It didn't say. I didn't see the work mode thing. But anyways, the deer love bedding in that because they don't really mow it anymore, like in between the trees. So in between the orchards, it gets real thick, real tall, It's like an overgrown field with all the shade from all the big apple trees because they're all old apple trees. And man, I don't know. I didn't see it say it went into work mode, but it must have. So I'm gonna shut her up here, let it ride. But anyway, so the deer just love it. The deer love it in there. Now, it's hard to hunt it because what my friend's family owns is all these apple orchards, but they have this little strip of woods that goes about 300 yards. And I usually set up right up here in a little spot with about 5 yards of cover on each side of me. But what the deer normally do, they come out of this thicket, and when they come out, they either cross that path I walked in on and come out in the field. I'll show you when I get there. Or because they can't walk through these trees because they like put wires up on them now, they walk right up this path, go all the way down to that end, and then they cross over to go out into the big field. Or last year there was corn down here on the bottom side of this field, and they would walk this up, go that way. Now normally this was a doe spot in rifle season, but last year I came up here at the end of bow season looking for a doe, and all I saw was bucks, including 2 of the biggest bucks I've ever seen up here. And I wasn't even running a trail camera up here last year because I just have never really luck with the bucks up here, but did now. And from, like I said, from what I ran so far this year, the biggest bucks that I had up to date that looked like they were going to be biggest was up here. So having said that, this could be an early season spot. Now up at my in-laws, normally there are big deer that show up there, but normally they don't show up until October. But yeah, so the deer walk up here, which is pretty good because, I mean, even if they come out in the field, they normally stay along the top. But if they walk up here, you know, I have like a 10-12 yard shot, but you got to be still. I get him in a bunch of trees and tuck in. Even every once in a while, does will catch me like before they get to him, because I mean, you're right on top of them. And it all depends on the wind too. But nice thing is you can't see it because my buddy's an apple farmer. They always are checking on the weather and stuff, you know, for the apples. So he has a big wind gauge in the back of his yard. So it's easy when I come up here hunting, I pull in, look up, and I can look at the wind gauge and make sure the wind's doing what it's supposed to do. Now, see, this is all grown, but this will all be cut by deer season. And when they come out, sometimes they'll even come out down here in these yards. But normally when they do that, they still walk straight up through here. Very rarely do they ever cut down through that way. But they normally walk up, and then when they get out here, maybe they'll start like heading down. But I'm just right there where that, like it jukes out. So normally they're still within 20, 25 yards when they get to that point. But I call this the orchard spot. I could hunt up there where I hunt turkey season, but if you watched any of my turkey videos, the wood's so open up there. Like you can tuck in and hunt it in turkey, but it's just so hard, and the deer don't really come through it. Years ago when they first bought this, or my buddy first bought his house, the deer would run up there across the top of the fields, but anymore you never see deer up high. And even over here in these woods, used to be deer pour in and out of them all the time. We call them the islands because there's like 3 different little sections of woods. But even they're so open now, the deer just usually don't hang out them. So I mean, it's that spot or any. And I'll walk over here to show you. You can see how thick. I mean, I guess you really can't hear, but you can see back in there just how thick it is. And those old apples coming off, the deer like the older apples more than they like the apples that are being farmed, because they spray like pesticides and all that, you know, shit on the apples they farm. And down here in this overgrown thicket, apple thicket, they don't spray anything on them, so they're kind of all natural. But that is my orchard spot. Now, I am going to try to figure out a little something because I do everything from my phone as minimalist as I can. I'm going to try to figure out, and I'm a truck driver. I haul cars for a living. So I'm not real up to date on technology. I haven't had a computer since college, 2009. But I am going to try to figure out, maybe on a video down the road when I get all my cameras out, how to add pictures of the deer I'm getting to the videos so I can show you guys that. But for me, that's a challenge because I don't do it. But this is my favorite spot to hunt, even though it's like one of the worst spots for deer, just because of how far you can see everything around you. And with me hunting private parcels and, you know, having minimal land, I don't really get to hunt any big fields, and I really don't even get to hunt these fields. I mean, in rifle season, if we're hunting at my buddies, we will shoot deer up here in the top of the field, but I never shoot anything way out through there because it's the neighbors, and he's a good guy, but I just, you know, I don't do that. But man, it's hot out today. I'm sweated wet, and all I did was took a little walk. But yeah, I can't wait to see what comes up on that camera, because like I said, there did look to be 2 that were going to be real nice bucks, and my buddy has been sending pictures throughout the days when he's working of bucks he's seeing that he's like sending me. And you know, he's always outside in these orchards, and he's excited about the deer that he's seeing, and he's not even that big into hunting, and the size of some of the deer he sees gets him going. So that's cool. He will hunt rifle the first day, the first morning for a wee little bit, and then after that he really doesn't give a shit anymore. But this is my orchard spot. This is one of my probably 4 or 5 spots I have to hunt. Oh, and I do have 4 extra batteries because the Reveal only takes 12. So now I have all my old batteries in this bag, and I have 4 fresh batteries in my pants. But I gotta remember to not let them in the car. I'm going to pick up my kiddos right now. But yeah, this episode's short and sweet. Just showing you guys why I choose that spot. I mean, for me, it's like a little ambush spot. You can only hunt it a couple times. For me, it's if I do hunt those bucks up there, it's gonna have to be me getting pictures of them a day or 2 in a row in daylight, because if you go up there and hunt more than 2 or 3 times, because it's such little of an area, you scare the deer. And like last year, after I saw those 2 bucks, I took my brother up there, and after that, all the deer were completely going a different way. They were actually coming out of the thicket, going left, going to the end of the orchard, and coming back around. So that's going to be it for today. My kids really want to make another fishing video, so sometime in the future we're going to do another one of them. They want to go fishing again I got a buddy that him and his son are big into fishing, and they said they'd take us to a spot, and the kids love being on YouTube. They think they're like famous being on YouTube, even though my videos right now are only getting like 15 views. They still love it, doing it for them. And I was thinking the other night how like it'll be cool someday if I keep doing the videos, which I plan on, how when they have kids, they'll be able to look back, and instead of just showing their kids pictures and stuff, they'll, check out this, check out Pappy. Pappy has a whole line of videos from the time he was in his 30s until hopefully 65, 67. I'm not doing it for the money. I'm just doing it because I do it anyways. I enjoy doing it. Maybe one day I'll make a little bit of moolah out of it, just a wee little bit, like maybe enough to help with a truck payment a month. I don't know. But I got a big dip in right now too. Alright, but that's gonna be it for this week's episode. Like I said, probably the next one I'm probably gonna take the kids fishing again because they want to do that. But until next time, be Wheezy out. Peace.